Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news on 10th February newspaper front page dawn. ECP panel rejects plea for access into PTI accounts. Parliamentary Secretary of the ruling party says all donations from overseas Pakistanis came through banking channels by Iftihar A. Khan. Islamabad, what appears to be another setback to a founding member of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) in the scrutiny process of the ruling party's foreign funding case. The scrutiny panel on Tuesday rejected Akbar as Babar's petition seeking access to PTI documents, including details of over a dozen undeclared bank accounts of the party. In its latest order, the Scrutiny Committee of the Election Commission of Pakistan (ECP) highlighted that the PTI documents were kept secret because of ruling party had objected to sharing the same with the petitioner. Also, the counsel for the PTI, Shah Khabar, had earlier termed Prime Minister Imran Khan's recent offer of ending secrecy in the foreign funding matter mission misconstrued, misconstrued because his offer did not mean ending secrecy of the PTI documents. The counsel for the petitioner, Syed Ahmad Hassan Shah, who was assisted by Badr Iqbal Chaudhry during the scrutiny proceedings, also conveyed to the committee that they would challenge its latest decision before the ECP as a transparency law and ECP orders demanded the full access to PTI documents. The Security Committee meeting was later adjourned on February 15. During the scrutiny proceedings, the counsel for the petitioner read out a news report whereby the PTI Finance Secretary admitted that the PTI had authorized using personal bank accounts for 4 PTI employees to collect donations from within and outside Pakistan, and that funds had been received from the UAE through those accounts. Mr. Shah said he had repeatedly referred to the original petition specifying the front accounts of the PTI employees that had been allegedly used to collect illegal money, particularly from the Middle East, and siphoned off by the top leadership through cash checks. While moving an application before the scrutiny panel, the council said it was incumbent on the committee to write to the State Bank of Pakistan (SBP) for full access to the personal accounts of the 4 PTI employees to ascertain the full scale and scope of illegal fundraising. The counsel said his client had repeatedly requested the scrutiny committee to investigate the PTI employees' private bank accounts, which had been illegally used as a front to collect funds. Despite sharing ample evidence, the scrutiny committee until date had made no effort to investigate those accounts, he pointed out. Also, the PTI Finance Secretary had admitted to the existence of a special audit report verifying all the allegations of financial irregularities by the PTI that the ruling party refused to acknowledge before the scrutiny committee, Mr. Shah added. The PTI was asked to respond to the news report and the application filed by the petitioner seeking SBP intervention to reveal the personal bank accounts of the 4 employees. For PTI funds scrutiny, the committee will again meet on Monday. PMLN laid foundation of foreign funding. Soon after the Scrutiny Committee meeting, PTI Parliamentary Secretary Farooq Habib, while talking to reporters, said all PTI donations from abroad came through banking channels and lambasted the opposition's objections to the ruling party's right to allow its paid employees to receive donation. It was like not calling the kettle black. He said they are the ones who laid the foundations of foreign funding in Pakistan. He said while accusing Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz PMLN Vice President Mariam Nawaz of having been gifted the laundered money by her father and ex-premier Nawaz Sharif. He said that while the opposition party accused the PTI of having gotten foreign funding, all of their leaders were sitting abroad. The foreign funding case is getting on Mariam's nerves, he said, and dared the opposition party to prepare before the ECP and present their money trail. He said Miss Mariam was caught with her lies, including the Calibri font Fox Pass in the Panama Papers case. He said a PMLN leader had disclosed the Sharif family's ties with Indian businessman Sajjan Jindal through a tweet in April 2017. These were the resources used for saving funding from India to weaken Pakistan and its institutions, he remarked. He chided the opposition for its talks of the Kashmir's debacle. He recalled that when ex-Prime Minister Sharif had gone to India to attend the oath-taking ceremony of Modi, he preferred not to see the APHC leaders. He said Mr. Sharif never uttered a single word about the Indian spy Kulbhushan Jadev. Mr. Habib also referred to the allegation that the PMLN Supremo had received rupees 10 million from Osama bin Laden to topple the PPP government in the 1990s and chided both parties for joining hands. He also alleged that then Prime Minister Sharif had sent former Minister for Religious Affairs Syed Amjad Qadri in 1998 for recognizing Israel. Transparency in scrutiny. Talking to reporters, PTI founding member Akbar S. Babar said the scrutiny committee's decision to keep PTI documents secret had no legal basis and would be challenged before the ECP. He said keeping the documents secret would only make the transparency and the credibility of the scrutiny process doubtful. He recalled that the ECP, in its August 27, 2020 order, had already rejected the committee's report after nearly 2.5 years of deliberations. Mr. Babar said at the PTI's acknowledgement of using employees' front accounts for fundraising was an admission of guilt and a vindication of his stance of mega corruption and financial irregularity. He said the committee had been formed in March 2018 and asked the complete scrutiny within 1 month, but the process was still underway. He requested the Chief Election Commissioner CEC to intervene. He said the scrutiny committee and the ECP could not be separated as the committee's failure to conduct transparent scrutiny impacted the ECP's public standing as an independent constitutional body. He again requested the ECP to take charge of the case and conduct scrutiny under its direct supervision. Mr. Babar said he had no intention of relenting on the issue as he was determined to bring truth before the people, even if it meant knocking the doors of the Supreme Court. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, to please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.